Hi. I haven't made a YouTube video in what feels like a really long time. I think the last video I posted was me packing to go on tour, which I did do. I, at some point, might make a whole video about that experience. But yeah, I went on tour. I went to Scotland for rehearsals. I went to our first stint of the tour was in Northern Ireland, which is crazy. Like, actually thinking like I went on tour to Northern Ireland, like that's like, that's so weird. I'd never been to Northern Ireland, I'd never been to Scotland, even though my family, a lot of my family are from there, like my granddad's Scottish, so it was really cool to get to go to Scotland, although I didn't really get to see much of it because I was like working so much. And then I was in Durham, very up north, like the furthest up north I've ever been. I'm now back in Brighton. I'm just auditioning, I guess. I actually do have a self-tape to do. I've been lucky. I've been auditioning fairly consistently. Like, obviously it's so give or take in this industry, like you just don't know what each month or even each week is going to look like for in terms of auditions. You know, to be getting self-tapes to me is an accomplishment in itself because it's so incredibly hard a lot of the time to get seen for anything. When you've been on a job, on a contract, regardless of what it is, whether it's a West End contract or something like a lot I was gonna say lower key, I don't really know, like something that is not, you know, like it's a TIE tour or a Panto tour, so anything like that, it's, you still get the same questions of, oh, like what are you doing now, what are you doing next? And regardless of where you are on the scale, you get those questions. Obviously if you have a social media presence and you're more known, like for Hannah Lowther, for example, I see in her comments that people are constantly like, what are you doing next? Like, what's the next show? Well, I think it might be this, I think it might be that. And like, realistically, she probably, I mean, I watch her vlogs, I think she said she doesn't know what her next job is going to be, because that's just how it is in this industry. And obviously, you know, there is a difference between someone like me and someone like Hannah Lowther, who is brilliant, I think. You know, we have different backgrounds and a different kind of status in the industry, but with a lot of people, regardless of that, are in the same boat. Like, you finish a job when you don't know what your next one's going to be. I think there's so much in the industry that people don't know about, that aren't aware of, that people are fans of actors and musical theatre performers, and they don't understand the way that the industry works. I would be happy to talk about that from my perspective as someone that is a recent graduate and isn't a West End superstar yet. Who knows? If you're a new grad and you're, you know, kind of doing the lower profile acting work, you truly are like, don't know, and people are like, oh, why don't you audition for this, or why don't you audition for that? That's, unfortunately, I wish that was how the industry worked, and I could be like, oh yeah, I really want to audition for Les Mis, so like, just, I'm just gonna go. Like, oh, that's just not how it works at all. I really like making videos, so I want to be more consistent. I don't have like a following or an audience particularly, but you know, I'd also want to make things that people want to watch and that would be interesting for people to watch. So if anyone has any suggestions. What about a video of me playing Dress to Impress? I think that would make excellent content. Anyway, that's kind of it. I just wanted to do like a little update. My videos are kind of all over the place. Like, I have some about drama school, some about eating disorders. It's just like, there is definitely probably some sort of crossover there. I actually was doing a lot of research into that at one point. I was going to make a video about it, but I just haven't. It's just me. It's just me living my life. I don't know what accent that was. Well, I guess that's it from me for now, because I don't have much else to talk about. But hopefully I will be able to make some stuff that I enjoy making and that people find interesting to watch. Bye bye.